In the previous video we saw how to load Transhuman for Blender and start a new character, and we did the face and we also did the makeup. And in the new video we are going to see how to design the body of the character and a few more features such as the teeth, the modifiers, the face rig, and how to save presets. This is the state in which we finished in the previous video. And now I'm going to start modifying the body by going into the Appearance Body tab. And the first thing I'm going to do is select a bit of amount of base shape from the female row, as well as some weight minus, because the idea for this character is to make it with ideal model proportions and a bit of muscles. And once I'm done selecting the base shapes for the female row, I'm going to adjust the other features such as the waist and the hips. And I'm going to also add a little bit of weight minus from the male row, because the rows are interchangeable and you can mix from both of them to achieve different results. And in this case, because I want a very lean, thin and muscular body, it is very good to add a little bit from the weight minus of the male shape. And it's going to look good even if we are making a female character. I'm also going to make the hands into the feminine shape, as well as the feet, and I'm going to make the nail length the longest possible. After I'm done making the body, I'm going to check just in case the gender definition ratio, which is automatic and I don't really need to tweak it, but I'm going to check, since I added a bit from the male section, I'm going to check that it's working correctly and is choosing the female displacement for this character. I'm going to look around the character to see if it's good, and I'm realizing that the head looks very big, so I'm going to adjust the size of the head, make it smaller, and this way I'm going to achieve an effect of a taller character. I'm also going to adjust the girth of the neck because I realized it was too thin, and I'm checking everywhere from every angle to see if the body works, and it looks like what I hoped and what I expected. Next, I think that perhaps the face looks too strong, so I'm going to try removing a little bit of hardness into the displacement of the face to see how it looks. But I feel it's too smooth now, so I'm going to set it back up a little bit lower than it was before, because I want her to have strong features but not too strong. And I'm going to continue modifying the body shape through the sliders, adding and removing and experimenting until I find the perfect body for this character. Once the body is done, I'm going to check the teeth, and for that I'm going to move into wire mode to see if the position is correct, and if it's not, I'm going to adjust it. Another way of seeing if the teeth look correct is by activating the armatures and selecting the face armature, and by clicking the letter A, selecting all the bones, I can go into the animation tab, and in the animation tab I have some presets of face positions that I can choose from, and I'm going to choose the smile teeth, which is really good for checking the position of the teeth. And now that I have it active, I can see that the teeth are very low into the face, so I'm going to have to raise them a little bit. I'm also realizing that the smile looks a bit stretched, and as we will see later, is because it needs a bit of smoothing. But for now I'm going to examine the teeth position, see if it's correct, and I'm going to return the face to the original position by removing all the poses of the bones. I'm going to continue checking the face. And now that I am happy with the position of the face and the body, I'm going to bind the character so I can smooth it and it can look perfect. To do that, I'm going to move the armature into a T-pose without any facial expression, and in the modifiers panel, by selecting first the body, I'm going to click the button bind, and that is going to bind the body into the position, so it will smooth everything. Now when I activate the smile, we can see that it doesn't stretch and it looks much better. Another thing I can do is to activate the dynamic wrinkles, which, as we will see later when we render, it's going to create wrinkles in the places that are pinched. And I'm going to return to the smile face to adjust the teeth even further. First, I'm going to increase the smooth anatomy and facial features level to 3 to make the smile a lot more natural and less stretched. And then I'm going to modify the teeth and add them a little bit of randomness and a little bit of imperfection because it looks a lot better. It's a very simple, subtle thing, but it makes the character look much more alive if it has a little bit of crookedness, and the size and the fangs maybe can be a bit adjusted as well. And now that the teeth are in position and everything is correct, I'm going to make the final face that the character is going to have when I take the photo. For that, I'm going to select one of the presets and I'm going to modify it slightly by selecting the bone of the jaw and activating the axis. I'm going to elevate a little bit the jaw so the mouth is slightly closed. And now that I am in this position, I can see that the teeth are perhaps a little bit back. So I'm going to increase the denture position forward so it will be perfect. Now I'm examining from every angle the face and the teeth, and I'm seeing that everything works correctly and everything looks like I wanted. So we are ready to go to the next step. I'm going to save the character, and I'm also going to save it as a preset by clicking in the preset name and writing a unique name for this character. I'm going to click save, and that way I can load this preset anytime I want without having to open the file. That way I'm going to save a lot of space in my hard disk by just saving a preset instead of a whole file with the character. Thank you for watching. In the next video we are going to see more options such as the eyebrows, the body hair and the wig to make a wonderful real-time hair for our character. Stay tuned.